Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Meredith Mynrose. I'm a universal healer and a peace visionary. And today I'll be doing a Leo universal astrology message for the month of May. Yes, I'm a bit late, but I hope you still like it anyway. So I'm just shuffling my cards, my tarot cards. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm a bit sad, but at the same time, I'm a bit good. Like, I don't know, it's kind of like, when you're sad, but you're like, you accept that sad as like, things happen and things may not happen the way you want it to happen when you want it to happen, but you have to have faith. So I kind of have like that kind of style of sadness. So yeah. Yep, that is the style of sadness that we have today. I was going to do it a few days ago, but I was really busy. And today, what happened I did a swimming on sunrise. So the sun was rising. I don't even remember how many minutes I was in the pool. I think long enough? I don't remember how many minutes I was in the pool. Darn, I really don't. I didn't check the phone. Okay, but anyway, I had a good time. I was in this pool and I was kind of like, the sun was rising, so I was like looking at the sunrise on both ends of the pool, and my swimming is getting much better, and I love it. It's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna pull out 7 cards from here. Leo energy, what do you have for us? Whoa, strength. Is this a Leo energy? Because there's a Leo lion here. Strength. I think it's a Leo energy. Oh, but it was reversed though. We'll figure out what's the storyline. Dude, Leo. I feel like I am such a energy of a Leo, but I feel like it's my high spirit is Leo, but in my astrology chart, my Leo is blank. So there's 5 of swords reverse, also emperors, also page of cups, 3 4 3 4 5. Oh gosh, guys, Leo, what are you guys up to? Okay, 3 6. Okay. Oh, okay. How did I turn it? Is it like reverse? Oh, my bad. But we'll figure out we'll figure out the thingy majiggy. And then we're gonna pull out the unicorn card to see what is happening. I kinda did my hair, but it is messy. Okay. We have abundance. I'm not too sure, but it seems like it's a very positive note. It seems like it is a very positive note. So we're going to see how positive it is. Okay, alrighty. I wanted to edit my last video, but then I think I'm just going to make it 50 minutes. So I'm just going to keep a timer in my head, 45 minutes for this video, max. Because the previous one, I was doing it when I was really, like, I was trying to be disciplined, and I'm like, I want to do it. I want to do 3 a day. But then I was like, so tired. Okay. We have dance. We have leadership. And we have expansion. So you have dance, leadership, and expansion. Cool. So I feel like you're learning to discover your inner strength or your personal character that is really unique and really interesting for people to see. And you know what qualities you have that makes people intrigued of who you are. Let me tune into what this strength means, where it's in reverse. I think that you it takes a lot for people to get to know you. Maybe because you have a hidden character. Do you have a hidden character? Do you have a hidden character? So I'm pulling out the dragon card. Okay, so you get the Kuan Yin's pink dragon. This is really cute. And then we have air and fire dragon. Just 2 cards for that one. And we're going to pull out this deck and see what happens. Usually how it would be, it's only 6 minutes in, but I'm still grasping the storyline here. It takes a lot for people. It takes a lot for people to get to know you. Wealth has been. What was last month's? Last month's theme. I don't know. Choose spirituality. Hey. Wealth. I feel like you guys are guided to see money as a different, like you value money differently now. Like you understand, like you're used to spending money on people or on superficial things, and now you're learning to perhaps spending it on self-growth. And it felt like you're making a decision to battle your inner demons, because that's what I felt. And you're learning to tap into your inner parent, the Empress, to connect to your inner child. And you're trying to give your inner child love. And then you're learning the techniques to get in touch with your inner child. And this is a card where you're going to go, and you will undergo a spiritual transformation. Yeah, spiritual transformation. Yes. So it feels as if some of you Leos, you are choosing to invest in personal growth and spirituality. Like the inner demons that have eaten you from inside. You understood that you need therapy, or you need counseling, or you need healing, or you need somebody professional, or somebody who gets you to heal an aspect of what you're struggling, suffering, your anxiety, your deep set anxiety. You're putting money where you know that is gonna help you. I feel like you're learning wealth from the heart. You're not learning wealth from the construct of society, like wealth, money to buy cars, money to buy girls. I don't know what you guys are doing with that. Money, like some guys or women, like, you know, some woman who's a Leo, they have, they kind of like have, what is that? Like they also kind of like take care of men who can't take care of themselves. Like men to girls and women to men. I don't know what it is. I'm not too sure if any of you are into that tense relationship, but it's just an example. So, the Empress. And you're learning to parent yourself rather than parenting others in exchange for love that is conditional love, because they're only there because you're giving them money. because it's a relationship based on money rather than relationship based on love. And because you don't know how to love yourself, you pay people to love you, but you have to actually learn to love yourself, and you're learning to put your money on therapy, counseling, self-growth, and personal development. Well, what is this? Extremes. So you guys are no longer investing money in getting I feel like you're learning the difference between people looking at you for your wealth and people looking at you with respect, with adoration, and with healthy inspiration. You realize that what you had was toxic, what relationships you had with the woman or the man who sees you as a means to their financial comfort. Yeah. And then you have the power card. And it's like you're learning to be not the toxic Leo, you're learning to be a healthy Leo energy. Because you're learning to discern the difference between toxic love, the one that you participate in, because you are, when you keep feeding the bad wolf in your head, it's like in your life, your relationships, you keep feeding the bad wolves in your relationship. You keep giving, you keep nurturing toxic relationships with money, with promises of money, or with kind of like spending money on people who are ungrateful of you, people who just use you for your money, people who don't really care about your feelings, and you still feel empty, and you're starting to realize that, Leo. One thing I can recommend is I'm available for therapy to offer you, all these situations, but you have to handle my Scorpio energy because I get really deep with insights, and you have to watch out for your vulnerable ego because, Leo, sometimes you are a little bit kind of on the edge or touchy. Like when we speak of vulnerable things, like for last month, a lot of Leo hated, like maybe three people hated my last month's Leo reading. Maybe I am pretty sure it has more dislikes than likes in my other astrology video, because it's the hard truth. Because it's a very, very hard truth, and when coming from me, when I show you your weakness, is not to, like, this is strength in reverse. You're learning to see your weakness, okay? When I'm showing you your weakness, I'm not judging you. I'm helping you to see so that we can make you stronger, make you better, make you more wiser, make you more regal, make you more powerful. Make you more powerful so that you gain a very amazing sense of pride in yourself, not toxic pride where you feel that you're amazing even though you have a lot of toxic masculinity or toxic vulnerability, that you keep giving or putting money on unhealthy situation that doesn't grow you. You're gonna have to learn that, oh, I'm learning that I choose spirituality because last month was like, choose spirituality, Leo, choose spirituality. And in order for you to feel at peace, you have to invest in personal development. You have to invest in your sense of sanity. Some of you may feel crazy or whacked out, and you hold on this anger, and then you drink, and then you pass out, and then you get addicted to either sex or alcohol or cigarette, and it's a form of not looking at your vulnerability, not looking at your weakness, or not looking at your sadness, because you're learning to inner parent yourself. I don't know why I'm saying this Empress is more like a parenting energy, but I really feel like the Empress is like a emotionally nurturing energy. So you're going to have to learn to nurture your inner child. So this is where Kuan Yin Pink Dragon brings firm love that resets your karmic balance. See all your cards dissolve by transcendent love. Enjoy your freedom, look for the divine around you. So if there's any karmic ties around you with like toxic relationship, as much as you can ask the dragon, and if you believe in the metaphysics, and if you can tune into, if you are yourself intuitive or an empath or a psychic, or you're new age kind of person, you can tune into, but you still have to do the basic work. Like imagine if you have a big house and you have lots of money, you still need to arrange cleaners to come in. So that's the thing, you have to watch over your energy and see what energy is spilling out and unharmonious in your energy, that affects your relationship, that affects your career, that affects your inner peace, feelings of prosperity, or feelings of anxiety. Whichever feelings that you feel is affecting you, you have to watch over it and supervise your emotions. And some of you don't do that because you are abandoning it and avoiding it because you are putting sex or putting cigarettes or putting drugs or alcohol in between you and coming clean with yourself and becoming more spiritual and learning to carry personal awareness that is not toxic masculinity. So I'll tune into the Magician card just a bit. And the Unicorn card just a bit. So if you're doing drugs and whatever drugs and spirituality don't mix. Drugs and spirituality don't mix. So as much as you want to have fun, control your urge to have fun. Okay, card. Yang, masculinity. Clean your masculine energy. Clean your masculine energy. Through regeneration, you're changing. Something inside your solar plexus is changing to allow more love, more softness. You're gonna allow yourself more softness, less judgment. You're gonna allow yourself more freedom for others. Like, you're not gonna be judging other people of who they are. You're gonna be more accepting of the people around you. But that doesn't mean that you're accepting their bad behavior. You're just releasing control of how you want to control them. Releasing control of how you want to control them. Oh wow. Imagine. So I feel good when this card comes up, because with this card you have the possibility of imagining a new way of building relationship, a new way of building harmony in your relationship, a new way of seeing the relationship you really want to invite into your life, a way that you want to welcome love into your life, because you're becoming more softer. You're cleaning up your toxic masculinity. Like if you're so fearful, if you're so judgmental, if you are so when you are so controlling and you try to judge people, try to mold people into your expectations rather than letting people be who they are, you're gonna let them be themselves, and then you're going to maybe not judge them as much and just go with the flow, which allows you to balance your energy in your solar plexus. It felt like, this is a positive yang. What you have, some of you Leo, you may have like an extreme yang, so that's like the extreme yang. Like, you might be so physical and so superficial and so addicted to the life on earth. Like, you go party, you drive fast cars, or you're on the go, you're always hunting, you never stop. Sooner or later the lion will feel fucked up, and then he is forced to stop. So before spirituality kind of like catch you off guard, you have to slow down. You have to slow down doing those addictive things, maybe cigarette, alcohol, drugs, sex, whichever things that you are doing in extremes, you have to slow down. Then this energy, imagine, is like you're learning to open your power. You're going to learn to express your power, not in the way you've done before, in a way that being in the present, in a way that is grounded, in a way that is able to receive feminine love or faith, light. You were always on the go, and then you are not stable enough to watch over your emotion or supervise your life. And now, like when then Simba becomes the king. So you were was it Simba? Simba's the baby lion in Lion King, right? And who's the father? The father of Simba, right? So you're like this cub lion learning to become a king lion in his life or her life. You're gonna be a lioness, a queen, a lion queen. You're learning to be a lion queen, and to do that, you're gonna need to imagine, like from your solar plexus, imagine a powerful presence from within you that allows you to unravel your unique traits and allow yourself to merge in the chemistry of energy with your surrounding, so that the people who recognize the presence of your lion power, whichever reasons that may support that attraction, that lion power that you, a queen or a king, lion being energy, Leo energy, you are unchallenged on your throne, living your best life or living in your supreme righteous power, and you're learning to accept people's setbacks without controlling or expecting them to change, and you're not opening doors for them to change because you learn to let go of controlling these people, controlling these people, of telling them that you think they could do more, should do more, can be more. But it's not your job to shower faith, to shower love on relationships that doesn't get you anywhere, because you have to start realizing certain relationships that you are showering money, love, attention, energy is not a mutual thing, because they are, some people are beneath you not in an immoral or disrespectful or degrading way, but some people are beneath you because they are not born with the same blessings, with the same upbringing, with the same talents, with the same intelligence, or with the same emotional capacity or wisdom as someone else. And you perhaps maybe were born with a silver spoon in your mouth, and yet you may have had extreme perception on helping the poor, or extreme perception in being high on your horse and never looking down. Like, Siddhartha Gautama Buddha, he was a royal prince, and then he went down to his population, civilians, and he was like, I care about you, I'm one with you, and things like that. Obviously, like, he was a spiritual person, He maybe was given this kind of like wisdom. In his case, it was his life purpose to know his power, and then to recognize that he had the power to elevate suffering, to release suffering, and to extinguish certain suffering that he would be able or could afford to help. But he never lost his lion skin, or he never lost his grounding. So that's a very healthy lion energy to show or share. And some lion who, is born with a silver spoon in his mouth, he may have the same, may have a different perspective in life. He may, go to clubs and like get drunk, do drugs, just extreme opposite of a very spiritual person. And he may make fun of a poor person. He may make fun of a person who doesn't have branded clothing as he does. And then when his entire perception of wealth get ruined, or he kind of like fall bad on his luck, he's learning to discern and discover, even without this wealth, I still have my pride, I still have my worth, I still have my sense of belonging, because I am still the same person. The environment around me, the experience I endure doesn't change me in a negative way. It allows me to understand the scope of my life here on this planet, in this universe, even wider and more richer, and it helps me to recognize how grateful I was when I actually have all the things that I had the silver spoon in my mouth. When people and it helped me to experience a different lifestyle when I understand other people don't have it easy, have certain setbacks in life, put up with things that I never have to put up with, and I'm learning to become humble, but I still maintain my pride. And the intention of all this long channeling message for the Leo energy is that when you are a Leo energy, if you vibe or resonate with the Leo energy, the intention of the Leo to find their regal royal power, because lion are like a majestic animal of planet Earth, so they're quite regal and royal, like the king of the jungle, the king of the forest. Does lion live in forest? I'm not too sure. But lion energy, your choice in life can shift, and you can shift it because you understand why it needs to shift. So your relationship with the world, with yourself, with people, you're shifting it because you realize, I need to change. I need to change my relationship. I need to change the way I see myself. I need to change the way I become present in my career. I need to change my ambition, or I need to change the ways I support my ambition. So there are things that you need to change. There are things that you're asking the universe to help you change, and you want to see a different way to do things so that you get to learn to become more proud of your ability to grow in your life spiritually, with wisdom, with inner strength and inner peace, and a feeling of satisfaction. You want that feeling of satisfaction where you have inner peace and you can watch over your kingdom, or you can watch over your companies, or you can watch over your life or your family or your relationship that is healthy. And you want to feel like, I've done well. I know I've done well. And you want to be in that stage where you're like a grandfather lion looking at his son, or like you're a grandmother lioness looking at her daughter ruling the kingdom, and you want to be able to understand that I made the changes to prepare the future for good things. So you're learning to change the things you need to change now so you can prepare good things to come into the future. And you understand the seriousness, the somber, serious, like, you know, a tone where it's a firm resistance to distraction and knowing certain things that you have to do and must do. And you're learning to recognize that I need to do this because this is important, because I cannot let distractions or temptation rule my decisions. I cannot let my feelings get distracted from my purpose and my destiny or my goal or my ambition or my choices that would bring me joy in the future. I need to commit and I need to have healthy boundaries and discipline to maintain a healthy perspective inwards, a healthy perspective outwards about the world and about myself, looking at the mirror and understand my weakness so that I can become a king in my life or a queen in my life, and I can rule my life with love and light, or rule my life in a very healthy, positive, growing ways. And this imagine card is like, imagine your power being resonating with the people who values and cherish your presence and aligns with your vision of who you want to see yourself. You align yourself with people who sees yourself the same way. You align yourself who sees you in a healthy way where they respect your unique attributes, unique character traits, and unique positive values, esteem and worth, and see you with pride. To have people look up to you in a healthy and respectable way, because you attract this new relationship where they align themselves in a way that they can see the way you see yourself, and they agree to that healthy demeanor of, because you're learning to release control of controlling how other people see you, but because you have come into peace with the way you see yourself, because you're learning to discover unique traits and attributes about your own energy, about your own belief, about your own values, your talents and your skills, and you know there are certain things you're really good at, and you want to align yourself being in the present moment from, I guess solar plexus is a Leo energy as well, because it's yellow is of the sun. So from your solar plexus, you get to be grounded and accept who you are and accept whatever that you are weak or are vulnerable with. You know that you can always seek help because you're paying for, you know, investing in therapy or counseling or personal development and self-growth. You're doing that. You're learning to get help in where you are having certain areas of addiction, certain areas of unhealthy attachments. You're learning to understand why it's coming forth, why it needs to be explored and healed or cleared out and understood, so that you understand a belief that you're holding out of fear, out of ego and control, is sabotaging you from feeling this ability to have inner peace and to have that sense of serenity, to have that sense of majestic power in control of your life, or of certain areas where you rule. Maybe your work you're ruling, maybe your finances you're ruling, maybe your relationships you're ruling. You're learning to kind of like balance all areas of your life, and you're learning to accept from your solar plexus this energy, to imagine the ray of your power, divine power, may I say. If you are blessed in a certain way, you have a divine power. So maybe if you have a divine power or a divine skill, blessings comes with talents. Like, everybody has a different set of blessings, some better than the other, some lesser than the other, but for them, each one of them is unique to their own self, their own life. So there's no comparison, there's no competition, because it cannot be compete. Nobody can steal other people's destiny or future, because they're not blessed with those things that other people are blessed if they're choosing to compete with that. So until that person finds their own spiritual power, spiritual strength, or certain blessings and skills and talents that is divinely birthright to them, they use it, and then they realize that this is where I need to be, this is where I am, this is where I have to be, this is where I'm going to express my power, this is where I'm going to attract people for that needs my guidance, or that needs my expertise, that needs my... Because every Leo has a different skill and talent. You may be a musician, a producer, a film scriptwriter, you may be a teacher, you may be an engineer, you may be a humanitarian, a philanthropist, or whatever person that you are, philanthropist, or an investor, an angel investor, whichever one you are. You're a person who has that gift, and learning to master existing in the present moment and expressing the ray of your power from your stomach, and then attracting people who sees and aligns with your vision and your beliefs. Those are healthy relationships that you can put an effort to build and attract, so that you can become the very proud king of your life or queen of your life. You can be very satisfied with the things that you invest your time in, the efforts you put in, all the things that made you feel great and good from inside, and you're realizing that you have to invest and put the money on building strong inner world, so that your outer world becomes as harmonious as your inner world, and there's no more toxic addiction, toxic attachment, toxic drugs, or like where you kind of like you abandon and you avoid parenting your inner child. You kind of like learning to recognize, I need to be committed, I need to be disciplined, and I need to stand in a healthier state of personal power. And to do that, I need help. And that's the first step, like to ask for help, to recognize you need help, to stop going haywire with your negative attachments. And you are learning that therapy is not for wussies. Therapy, like a lot of rich, powerful people have their own counselor, have their own like a lot of successful people have their own counselor and a therapy, and their own healer or their own shamans, and their own personal, like people who helps them to enter their subconscious state of mind via the emotions, and then like help them discover and explore what is their negative beliefs and what experiences created that negative belief. And that is a powerful epiphany for you Leos to have, like investing in spiritual growth that helps you to be a powerful manifester, the magician, so that you can go through this kind of like spiritual recovery, so that you regenerate like from a toxic inner world, and that kind of like show to you like certain areas you're addicted to, certain things that are unhealthy, and you can become a leader in your world. And this dance is just like allowing yourself to feel free and to expand, so that you welcome in feminine energy rather than expecting feminine energy to be given to you. You're allowing manifestation and law of attraction to attract people to see you the way you see yourself, because you're not forcing people to see you with pride. You're actually emitting rays of power and love and pride and self-esteem and respect, and you unconditionally just attract people who view you with the same alignment of healthy acceptance and love. And it's like when you learn to love yourself, you learn to attract people who love you without expectation or condition, because you open a doorway, you resonate in the same frequency where both of you who attracted each other, you accept yourself, you accept your vulnerabilities as well, strength in reverse. And you're learning that I can't control other people, but I can control how I react, and I can control what I attract, and I can control from my mind what I desire. And if that person is not meeting my desires, I don't have to kind of like pay them to love me, because you're like, your relationship with girls or guys, you kind of like let them use your phone bill, put their names in your phone bill, or you kind of like help pay their bills or rent, or like those sugar daddy, sugar mommy thingies. So some of this Leo energy, some of you guys may have like a girlfriend or a boyfriend or mistress, or misters. So you have to recognize that that's actually toxic. You have to attract people who love you not for your money. Attract people who love you for who you are, to get to know your soul, because you learn to get to know your soul and you respect your soul, and you're learning to inner parent your inner child, to parent your inner child, because your inner child is aka your ego, upset ego. When as an adult, if your inner child is upset, you're gonna try and splurge, you're gonna go shopping, or you're gonna do drugs, or you're gonna go get high, you're gonna go and drink alcohol until you're drunk and you pass out. So that is your inner child tantrum. So for you Leos, you're gonna learn to understand that your ability to recognize when your inner child is upset, in fear, or you're trying to run away from facing your feelings and facing the inner conflict, and you're actually choosing, okay, I'm going to have to call my spiritual guidance, I'm going to have to call my therapist or counselor or psychotherapist, or whichever areas of counseling, service, therapy that you believe or you want to invest in, or it's a professional thing, someone who can really help you handle the struggles or handle the issues that you get triggered by. And you're going to learn to recognize your triggers, and then you're going to choose to develop your inner world. And that is the message for you Leos. And it's a very good message, because expand your creative energy, harness your creative excitement and enthusiasm, communicate your passion. You actually have some sacral chakra energy here. So you have solar plexus and sacral chakra energy. Look at all the oranges, the orange and orange and orange. So you have to clear your passion energy, and not into like, so you have to clear your solar plexus and your sacral chakra energy. Okay, so that's it. If you would like to have a healer involved in your spiritual growth, I can recommend myself. My name is Meredith Mynrose. I do universal healing. I help you to connect to your inner child and help you to achieve spiritual growth, help you to achieve inner peace, and help you, guide you, and mentor you on how to understand yourself, how to understand and reach into the inner depth of yourself that allows you to have love for certain deep aspect of your abandoned inner child or abandoned emotions in your soul, and to embrace it and love it, and then heal any fear attached to it. So if you want to work with me, I suggest you can book an appointment, schedule a session, check out my website. If you want a psychic reading, you can also find them on my website, meredithmynrose.com. And I hope this message for the month of May helps you to understand more about yourself. Leave a comment, let me know your thoughts, let me know if it resonates. I really hope you like it. So I will see you next time. For now, take care. Sending you much love. Goodbye.